matchup into everything left available. Oriana's off the table.
Ekko.
Ekko, okay. Ekko on...
You know, known for his Lee Sin, so Rengar fits into that wheelhouse. He's obviously kind of the big standout in this composition. A misfortune counterpick there.
And that's the big thing, because a lot of people are just like, you know, Zyra, brainless pick. You just pick Amy, ward over the wall as well. I do believe that the hunt is something that works in competitive, so we could see that at level 16. I think that's still a thing.
Oh!
Mid lane Icon versus GodV. Last auto attack was enough damage. 400 gold in the bank. Icon turns up in this 1v1, and GodV just...
The best way to say it is that it doesn't put necessarily Ekko in a terrible position, but it puts Cassiopeia in a great one, especially with the EXP advantage.
So much damage. GodV's level 5. He doesn't have his ultimate just yet. And the ultimate from Shen is... No! It's the 1-for-1. And the assist to Funny. Coming down and not harming his jungle.
GodV, however, is running down bottom. So before he did not have level 6, it was Icon abusing the fact that he had the advantage, but this is classic GodV. He's about to find a pick.
Wow. Doesn't even find him in the stun, just instantly pops him over the wall.
He can dive bottom, though. SMLZ and 5 need to give this up because he still has his ultimate. That tower is very low, and a wave is accumulating and amassing bottom.
He's
Icon has to rotate.
They have to do something. Icon's going to be too slow.
Good teleport.
Yeah, from Xiang. And he has his ultimate as well, so he can bat someone away. Icon is now closing in around
He
GodV.
cancelled TP. That means that Funny now has TP. They're done. Fish in a barrel.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing they can do. 5 very low himself, but he's still alive somehow. GodV jumps out the way. The chrono break. Funny finds the kill, though, in the end. Icon is up against Imp in this side, but
ult.
he didn't put up the poison, so he doesn't have the extra damage of all these members closing in. Good. Petrifying gaze. Funny jumps away from the tower. He's not dead just yet, and Jin falls over. That was so close to multiple kills going down. Even a dancing grenade may have picked up a triple, but that was a 3-0 for LGD.
OMG. And we're really just buying now time for GodV.
He's in the hole, locked onto 5. Does land Amy. Has to flash over the wall. PYL caught out as the preemptive ultimate in from Funny, but not in time before Xiang locks him against the wall. I've never ordered biscuit with my fried chicken. Either way, Dreje has picked up that warrior enchant. What are you looking at? Well, I see what 5 is looking at. PYL is getting chased down, miasma, and that's just dead PYL. He was just all gravy for OMG.
And now it's going to be OMG's. Oh, they're going to try for it? No, they don't really have creep wave. Here it comes.
Ember's caught up, and that's the curtain caught, the double cone combination. Dreje over the wall, jumps onto PYL, but the instant exhaust, and that's exactly what happened. Your Rengar who's behind, and exhaust exists, so Dreje will at least burn that one summoner. Did not want to take that U-turn into Amy. Xiang, he's thinking twice about going in, but GodV finds 1. He gets 2. Corona breaks back to safety. 2-0 to LGD so far.
It is still fairly difficult, but they're constantly being proactive on the map, you know, looking for plays like this.
Yeah, Amy coming into this mid lane with that evolved W. GodV in from the side. Surely someone's going to die. Dreje, the one to meet his end, as was 5. So 2 kills, and now they are able to open something up for sure. Sure, and eventually, if you stick to it, then you will find something in the end, and that's what we saw right there. Baron very low, just need to secure that smite over to Amy, and Icon and Xiang potentially caught out. He will block up the shot.
On the next 5v5, just try to consolidate as much gold onto your carries as possible.
But Icon is making the best of a bad situation, trying to assassinate Funny, and when he's on a quarter HP, then Rengar can kill him.
It's a heartless killer.
SMLZ, you know, it's weird. I feel like he's been doing pretty good this game. That's a Zyra you see in solo queue. It's just like, where did my support go? An outer, or rather, it's an inner turret at this stage, so maybe they can convert it into a kill. That is best case scenario for OMG. Xiang looking for the flank, but now he's caught out by Funny, and Amy coming into the fight onto Dreje, who wants out of this fight right now. Icon getting chased down. If he can take out Icon, it'd be massive, and GodV will do just that. Throws a belt onto 5, finds him with the time winder, and will jump back to the rest of his team. Xiang with the kill, but it's honestly just not enough. A 2 for 3, and it's more important members dead on OMG.
Able to follow up with the damage. SMLZ hightailed it out of there, and that's going to be double inhib. And you're talking about the nail in the coffin being the Baron. It is certainly the nail in the coffin now.
There's many nails in that coffin for OMG, honestly, as LGD are pushing onto this Nexus. I mean, they have a minion wave there, and they have these big key members as well as a tank, but saying again and again, but that one time that they do, PYL just pulls out a perfect ultimate. Amy gets the potential pick onto SMLZ, yeah. With Funny also just making sure that he is completely dead. That's hilarious. GodV in with the flank icon. Let's see if we see any reaction from him because
doesn't catch him with the ult.
get him with the petrifying gaze, and GodV has already used the Chrono Break, so he may just straight up die here as PYL's coming out there. But no, funny with the clutch ultimate will keep him alive for now. Xiang will trade his life for them, or maybe not. GodV coming out there, and it's Amy. He will, he will die for his sins.
I was gonna say, Amy died for your sins, GodV.
Yeah. You better know this. SMLZ, yeah, there you go, takes him out, but he'll die for that. But that was a 1-for-1, I guess. And Icon and Xiang, if they get this pick onto GodV, this is them living for an extra couple minutes. And PYL caught out by the Noxious Blast. That'll be a second kill to Icon. That's pretty good.
This is one of those points where Icon just like pops open all chat and's like,
LGD, come on.
okay.
It's OMG against the world, against many, many minions. But Funny, he's getting chunked down GodV on the front lines. He's still got Chrono Break. He'll go into Zhonya's. Funny, getting pushed back. There's basically not a front line anymore for LGD. This is still a good fight for OMG. They have lost a lot of health on Dre. Someone's going to have to block it. Will be Icon of all players. He brings up the Samson Brace. That's the first kill over to the team. Need to see more from LGD if they want to keep this fight rolling. But it is the Nexus that is getting obliterated by these minions. I don't even think they can clear out in time, but there is a minion wave spawning. LGD will continue to push the aggression, push the assault. Amy onto this Nexus, onto the tower, but Ray J comes in, finds one, finds two. They need to juggle this with the minions as well. Ray J, he's in there. They're trying to kite him away. SMLG, he's kiting the minions. He's keeping them on him. You actually need to kite them. You need to run away from the minions that are going to kill you. Xiang with the assist, 5 as well. I've never been so excited to cast players versus PvE. This is intense, Frosk.
Oh boy. You know, we made jokes that you can never, because it's LGD, like you never know what kind of LGD you're gonna get, what day it's gonna be, if they're gonna show up at like a 10 or a 4.
He's got the flash, he's got the heal, but the bullet time is so close. PYL! There was a lot of butt clenching going on there. I've got to be honest. Ace in the hole. Someone's gonna have to block it. Good job. SMLZ with Edge of Night, so that could have been almost disastrous for LDG, honestly. Oh no, PYL. Amy jumps in front of it, but he's gonna take at least 2 of these, yeah. They have almost certainly lost this bottom lane tower. I see him down. Okay, Dre, does he even want to go for this steal? Like, they need 5 members strong. Yeah, he chooses to back away. So with this Baron now, all those lanes will be pushing, and we once again have that situation, but GodV, he's caught out. He needs to either get a kill here. The Shen ultimate as well. I think they actually just let Shen come down and then kill both of them. There's the first kill, and now Funny, he's onto SMLZ, but he's just going to run away from this one. Funny is strong enough that he may just survive until the rest of his team arrives, but he's going to take a fair beating. Slammed against the wall. Icon, there's so much damage from this consistent Cassiopeia coming out. Ray J caught out, but bullet time is the covering fire that Ray J needed, but it's still going to drop. Icon caught there by the ace in the hole, and SMLZ just wants to go back to base, get his health reserves back up. ZZ Rots have been picked up.
Fighting and running in at numbers disadvantage.
That was touching.
Them can reach. It's just about, you know, organizing that into cohesive plays.
Exactly. Imp has been caught out. He needs someone to trade the life for him right now. Shen ultimate on top of him. Funny's just doing it for the shield, honestly. He takes a fair beating himself. Dre J, GodV in his 1v1 up against Icon. This was a grudge match, but he had his ultimate still. So he goes down. LGD now in this 4 versus 4, which could quickly turn into a 4 versus 5. Xiang goes in. That was not really a fight that they wanted. Amy on this Kha'Zix down into his Guardian Angel. What Funny is so damn tanky, and PYL again with his Guardian Angel can be the front liner there. Amy was very, very low, and he has his ultimate, doesn't have either of his summoners, so it's pretty hard for him to get involved, but if he does land an ultimate onto someone, it's someone caught in that Miasma. Imp taking so much damage, bullet time is going to be stopped there by Funny, as well as even a flash to kill. Amy getting forced back, Icon finds another. 5 and SMLZ walking back. They teleport out from GodV. He's got a lot of damage. He's jumping. Still manages to kill the ADC. Funny, he's onto the Nexus. So is PYL. Not sure if they have the damage. The ultimate defense. It's not gonna happen. Funny finishes off the Nexus, and that will be the 2-0. LGD, a disaster of a second game, but eventually they put it out. Smiles on those faces, and Imp just, what even was that game?